What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Lante91. We are back in action with another Madden 17 online gameplay. And in this game, I am using the Houston Texans taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Uh, Getting into the game, my opponent liked to run the ball. He started out running, he didn't pass at all, and now we have to stop his progress to the goal line, which we failed to do right there because I whiffed. Getting into the Texans as a team in Madden, they're a very good team. I think they're a second tier team, but they are still one of the best teams to use depending on how you like to play. Like, they can run, they can pass. You have a decent quarterback in Osweiler. Only problem with him is he'll overthrow some deep balls every now and then, which is kind of frustrating. But receivers, they have speed, everywhere. They only have like one receiver that has like 88 speed, and that's Cecil Shorts. And 88 speed in this year's game is still pretty fast. So you just work around them. They have 5 very good Madden receivers, I should say. Running backs, you have a mixture of speed with Lamar Miller. You have Andre Blue for power. You have some other running backs, little diamonds in the rough. Right here is what I'm talking about. Osweiler just completely overthrew what should have been an easy possession catch, because I don't like going for aggressive catches this year because they tend to drop them. So at this point in Madden, I played this game like last week on stream. Look at the adjustment right there. The drop picks in hard flats are I dislike those the most, man. I don't have too many complaints about the game, minus the block shedding and the drop picks. But yeah. So in this gameplay, we got the ball back. We forced a punt, so I have to score here. That's my mindset right now. I'm like, okay, I need to score. So right here, I go to a screenplay, and we got a lot of green ahead of us, and then whoop, we get Eric Weddle to bite on the fake, and we in there for 6. And we make our extra point. Extra points are important this year. They're not very hard to kick. Just don't use full power. That's all I do. And then the accuracy meter will widen up, as you'll see in a couple more kicks as the video progresses. So as you can see, my opponent's back to running the ball. At this point in Madden, I had no run defense, man. Like, I didn't know how to really stop the run, especially those stretch plays and powers and bingles, G powers, and your strong powers. All that stuff used to kill me. Your counters, all that. So now, as you can tell in this video, as opposed to the one yesterday, I have better run defense. Because that game that I played yesterday, the gameplay I showed you yesterday was played on Tuesday. So right here we get another sack with J.J. Watt, and we should have had another sack right there. I thought that was a fumble, but nonetheless, we make them hold them to 3. So with 2 minutes to go, now I'm just trying to get in the end zone. So my mindset is, okay, we got plenty of time. Let's run the rock, because I want to test out his run D, and it didn't seem like he really had any. I had like over 200 yards on the ground on the game, well, for the game, I should say. Right here, we trying to just keep pounding, and I'm also just trying to get down the field quicker. So I think we get caught in a 3rd down right here. We throw a complete Stevie toward his hard flat, but we come down with it. I threw it off the back foot, and then I threw it late. So right there, I had X wide open, but I decided to hit my wheel route, who was also open, and Brock Osweiler throws it out of bounds. So he hits me with a skinny post, got the ball back, and now I just have to keep him out of the end zone, and I'll be all right. So he takes his little out route out the backfield, adjusting for a set. Right here, he tries another skinny post. I was there, but then my safety was there to him, and Lonnie Ballantyne comes down with the pick. At the end of the half, I'm thinking, okay, one big run. Let's try and get in this end zone. Lamar Miller has 93 speed. He gets hawked down by Kyle Arrington, man. I probably should have wiggled him like I did earlier with Eric Weddle on the screen pass, but I wasn't thinking that at the time. I thought I could just outrun him. So now, it's second half, and I have to get in this end zone. I want to take the lead. If it comes down to 3, then cool. But I'd rather get in the end zone. So now I'm just running I-form Hulk. I know it looks like goal line, but it's actually an I-form formation in the Browns book, which is a very good book this year. Not too many people run it from what I know, but I know some people in the community that loves the book just as much as I do. It's a great balanced book, man. That's what I like about it. Right here we get a nice gain for 15 yards with Lamar Miller, and then we have what's his name, Irvin. That's the other speedster at running back, and we ended up QB sneaking it and taking the lead in the game. So this is where a lot of crazy things to start happening. All right, starting with this. We just part like the Red Sea and allow Mike Wallace, and then look at me whiffing on the users, running away from him. And we ended up giving up a kick return TD. So just like that, he scores twice already without having to work for it, basically. So now I have to, try and score again. And unfortunately, I already know my run defense is bad, so I'm trying to just run, take the clock away to a degree. I'm not trying to completely chew clock, because if I come down to 10 seconds, then I can't make any adjustments if need be. Like maybe flipping a play or flipping a formation, stuff like that. So we hit him with a screen play there, but we get stuffed. We don't gain a yard from that one. Right here, I try to go to the skinny post, and Hopkins drops the ball on the possession catch. But on fourth down, we catch the wheel route right there, and Lamar Miller picks up the first down. Right here, we have nobody open. I could have hit square, but it's risky being that it's going across the field. So here we are running back to the run. So he kept coming out 3-3-5 wide, and that's not whatever play he called, it wasn't very good run defense. And we ended up scoring right there. So we end up taking the lead, and we already in the fourth quarter. So now I'm going to try and force this guy to have to pass the ball. So we start trying to stuff his run a little bit. He catches with a play action there, and I slow it down because I dropped that pick, man. That was another pick six right there. That's the second one of the game, but we ended up sacking him. J.J. Watt just coming through. Right here, we ended up he went off sides, I think, and we declined it because we had a big game right there. So it really didn't make a difference. I probably could in the future. I probably will start accepting those on first down because I'm gonna still have more time to be chewed. And we score right there. So we have a 2-possession lead, and at this point, I'm feeling safer. Not completely safe, but safer. To the point where I think I'm gonna win the game. Like there's nothing he really can do. And we fumble, and J.J. Watt doesn't recover it. He just went after the quarterback. Right here, he threw at me, and then Jonathan Joseph whiffed on the tackle, and he ends up scoring kind of quickly. That was kind of unfortunate there. Right here, we get a pick with Jonathan Joseph on the 2-point conversion, and it was just unfortunate, Like it was, more or less. It shouldn't have never happened. That wheel route to the tight end should have never happened. I came out and matched. So somebody's supposed to be there, unless that was my responsibility and I didn't know. So now I'm just trying to waste the clock and run the ball. If I get, I think a first down, I think the game is over, but we fumble. That's kind of my fault. During the game, of course, I was kind of upset that happened because Lamar Miller was playing so well, and then he just fumbled like that. And then on top of that, I got caught up in a block, which I tried to avoid. So he goes for 2 here, breaks a couple of tackles, but we stop him from getting it. I thought he got in, but I'm glad he didn't. So now at this point, I'm like, okay, get him to burn a timeout, get down the field, and kick a field goal for the win. Because this kicker has a pretty good leg. He can kick from like the 35-yard line or something like that, 37. And my mindset here is, okay, let's run. He hasn't stopped the run all game, but he starts run committing. So 3rd down, I have a screen pass, and I think I would have got decent yardage right there. And my running back doesn't even get in position to catch the ball. So 4th down, of course we miss it, as you saw. And now he's wasting the clock out on me, and I end up taking a loss. So good game to my opponent. I felt like I could have played better, managed the game better, but I also played too conservative. But that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe for more content. And I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.